Hello, and welcome to the top 5 mods of Fallout 4 for January 2023. This is the first of its series, so please do let me know your thoughts and comments. It'll be a mix of the highest rated mods and some personal favourites. They're also in no particular order, and yeah, let's begin. With Fallout 4 being over 7 years old at this point, mods which keep the world feeling fresh and interesting are always welcome, and that's exactly what this alchemy mod does. It adds around 24 new types of flora and fungi around the map, including new flowers, new vegetables, new mushrooms, and more, each of them hand-placed around the Commonwealth. While they're unique, many of them feel like the vegetation found in other games, like Fallout 76, so it's pretty lore-friendly. And all of these new plants aren't just for show, as they can each be picked and offer new useful properties, like the bone dust flower, which strengthens endurance, or the dragon shroom, which increases energy resistance. And on top of all this, there's new crafting recipes included to enhance all the buffs, and some of them are actually pretty dang useful, especially for survival, such as the sleep tea, which allows you to sleep anywhere you'd like. And as a bonus, alchemy seems to be compatible with most grass and tree mods out there, and doesn't break any pre-combines, which in other words means no performance drop. So yeah, a great mod for any mod list. While there are plenty of fancy weapon mods released every month, I'm personally a fan of those that fit Fallout's aesthetic, and one such example is the handmade energy pistol, which offers a low-level energy weapon that looks as though it was pieced together from scraps. Usually at low levels, Fallout 4 has the infamous pipe weapons, and I get what they were going for with this, but it's a stretch to believe this is an actual working firearm. Whereas with the energy pistol mod, it's actually believable that someone strapped rusted scrap around an energy cell and made it into a makeshift weapon. At level 5, it will start spawning on raiders across the Commonwealth, so add some welcome variety to the early game. You can also craft it at a workbench, and by default, it deals 20 damage per shot, so nothing spectacular. But you can pimp it out with some attachments, and make it into a viable sidearm for the long term. There's new sights, grips, barrels, and more. They don't make it crazy powerful, but just something that's good to have for the mid-game. Plus all these attachments look like junk you can find laying around, which is a nice touch. Parallax textures are the hot new thing with Bethesda modding, and I know I briefly explained what they are in my top 5 Skyrim video, but I'll do the same here. They basically use some magical new EMB setting to add depth to flat textures. So for example, you'd usually have a flat ground texture that looks like it had rocks painted on top, but with parallax textures, those rocks actually now jut out and create a bumpy surface. And I'm sure you can imagine the potential. Brick walls now actually look like bricks, cracks in the floor actually look like they cave in, and so on. I feel this effect works particularly well for Fallout, as there's so many objects that are meant to look damaged from the war, so actually seeing all those caved in bullet holes truly adds to the immersion. What you're seeing here are textures provided by the user Luxor, who also made the widely popular Fallout 4 HD Overhaul texture pack. And while this is a personal favourite of mine, there are plenty of great authors who have created parallax textures this month. Also, as a final note, the texture pack is gradually being updated with new textures over time, so it's not 100% as of recording this. But you know, it already looks great. So as I said with the handmade energy pistol, I enjoy weapons that fit the Fallout universe, and the Industrial Railway Rifle, that is hard to say, the Industrial Railway Rifle is yet another that fits right into the wasteland. The unique design is meant to mirror a pre-war tool turned into a weapon, and it certainly achieves that look. It truly looks like a nail gun that's been adapted to shoot bigger and faster projectiles, and it's something that convinces you it's been laying on the ground for over 100 years. The yellow paint job fits perfectly with Fallout's vibrant pre-war aesthetic, and it fires spike ammunition like the railway rifle. At the moment, there are 2 files you can choose to download. One that makes this rifle only available by crafting, and one that replaces the existing railway rifle, edit, which I think is a shame, because I know it would be weird to see factions using this, but it would also be nice to find in the world. Either way, once you have your hands on it, the rifle deals 50 damage per shot. There's also plenty of attachments, including a rapid-fire receiver, long-range barrel, and a plethora of scopes. So overall, just a great design that utilises an underused ammo type. There's a new quest mod soon releasing called Defend Sheriff Department, which is set to feature a ton of new quests and items. And one such item is the Warlomatic Radio, which the developer has released as a standalone mod. Firstly, it adds 3 new radio stations to listen to, with close to 100 new tracks. There's smooth jazz, ragtime piano, and some lounging around music. From the tracks I've listened to, most of them fit with Fallout's theme. The lounging around radio is a little more modern, but for the most part it fits. And I would play some of the tracks for you now, but you know how YouTube is with music, so I recommend checking out the mod page to find the tracks. For the second part of this mod, it adds the craftable jukebox radio, which not only looks great, with a style that fits Fallout perfectly, it also allows you to select which radio station you want to listen to, which is something that's unnecessarily awkward with the vanilla radio. But yeah, it's a neat little 2-in-1 package mod, which shows the quality of the quest mod coming soon. And that wraps up this list. I know there are plenty of other great Fallout 4 mods to release this month, but you know, it's a top 5 list, so sadly a lot gets left out. But feel free to let me know any personal favourite mods of yours, and do let me know how you found this video in general. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate it if you gave it a like, as it helps the channel grow. And as of recording this, I'm nearing 10,000 subscribers, which is very exciting. I also have a Discord where you can talk about mod stuff or anything else, and a Twitch which I plan on streaming at some point. Other than that, big thank you to my Patreon supporters, Dweezil P. Pants, Rook, Alec Benchley, Emperador Wolf, Jack Ma, and Christian Hell. I can't express how kind it is for all of you to be giving these contributions, and it's because of you all that I make sure to keep working on these videos every day and get as much good content out as possible. So thank you, and I also have a Ko-fi account if you want to give a little one-time donation. But yeah, thank you everyone, and farewell.